Sean Sewell with Engearment.com. We're in the beautiful mountains of Colorado where we've been testing for the last month plus the QuietKat Ibex electronic full suspension fat bike. You heard me right, electronic full suspension fat bike. This thing is the most fun I've ever had on a bike. And I hope to do it justice in this review, going over the features, functions, and what I like about the Ibex. We have another video review from our colleague Mike Opland, who's a rocket scientist, an aeronautical engineer, and a very avid mountain biker. He's a mountain bike technician. He goes through all the intricate details in his review on the bike here, the Ibex. But this one, I'll go show you where I use the bike, what I like about it, and just share the stoke on this. It's an amazing bike. So let's get into it. Per usual, we'll start with sizing. For reference, I'm 6'1", 215 pounds. This is the large. There's two sizes in the Ibex. This is the size large. The seat is adjustable, however, and for reference, I mean, a person much bigger than me can use this bike, and we've had people shorter and lighter than me use the bike as well. I think it's down to 5'6". Even on the website, they say 6 foot and above, go for the large. Just for reference, in the real world, how we've used it, we've had smaller people on the bike, which has been fun because they've had absolute joy on this bike as well. This is a full suspension bike, and I'll take the camera around here in a second and show you the components on this bike. It is a 26-inch wheel that is 4.8 inches wide. That is a fat bike right there. What that's going to allow you to do is just handle some crazy terrain and be a pretty cush ride. On top of that, you get full suspension. You get a rock shock in the middle, and you get another shock in the front with lots of travel. And Mike Opland definitely used it to its full advantage on the trails he used it on. However, the trails I'm using it on are not as aggressive, but they're equally as fun in my opinion. They're up here in the beautiful mountains, my favorite place, Jones Pass, and I'll show you here in a second some of the visuals as well. Let's just get into how it works, okay? There's a lot to cover in this, and I hope to do my best showing you how it works. So as I mentioned, the 4.8 inch width by 26 diameter big old fat tires with inner tubes. I underinflated the tires at first, and I did pop an inner tube. However, that's really easy to replace. You do get sizable disc brakes. They are the Tektro Dorados right there. Nice handlebars. Assembly was pretty simple, to be totally honest. I've assembled quite a few e-bikes over the last X amount of months, and this one was pretty simple. Most of it came assembled. I just put on the front wheel, put on the front brakes, put on the handlebars, and adjusted a few things, and you're good to go. I am not the world's best mechanic. I did have a little bit of issue with the derailleur. There's these two little screws that, if you are anything of a mechanic, you'll know what I'm talking about. Two little adjusters right here on the SRAM. Boom, easy to adjust once you know what you're doing. If you don't know how to adjust that, there are videos out there on how to do that. The shock is a rock shock right there. It is adjustable, of course. It's been totally sufficient for everything I use it for. Sizable front shock that is fun to just bomb down mountains. Awesome handlebars, and all cord management goes through the body, as you can see. Just really well laid out. Sizable tires, you got all the speeds you want, you know, got the derailleur shifter right there. But I'd like to show you how it works. This is a Category 1 and Category 3 bike. It is pedal assist in Category 1. You do get a throttle that will work in Category 1, however, and Category 3. And I'll just turn it on here. Cool controls right here, easy to use. I'm gonna turn it on, and you'll see the screen flip on here in a second. Boom, QuietKat. It is a pretty bright display, as you can see. Right now, it is Eco Mode, level 1, and simply click up the levels, and you'll see those go up to 5. So at level 1, you're barely getting any assistance. Like, you still are working. In an eco mode, the last trip we did was 37 miles. If I go hit information right here, it'll show us odometer. We got about 69 miles on it. We've been using it, you know, quite a bit. Max speed, look at that, 52 miles an hour. We have been bombing on this thing. Average speed 14.5. It was 15 until today. I was going really slow because I was actually biking with my dog for the first time ever, and it was an absolute joy. At this level, I have 82 miles of range left. That is substantial. Of course, I am pedaling to assist right there. If I go up to level 2, I goes down to 63 miles. Level 3, 47 miles. Level 4, which is a lot of assistance, 35 miles, which is still a really big day, and full on, like, just tons of assistance. You can totally just throttle out, like when in doubt, throttle out. I still got 28 miles of use. That's awesome. The speedometer, it goes up to 60, which we almost hit. Now, if I hold down the positive button, again, I go into sport mode, and as you can see, it's kind of hard to see in the sunlight because it's very bright. But in sun up here, sport mode, we're going to be hauling ass in sport mode. There we go. Range is just 28 miles in sport mode, because when you hit throttle on this puppy, it goes. Oh, it goes. Let me pan out just a little bit so I can show you something really cool. So as you see, there's rocks in front of this bike. Imagine you're in some rocky technical terrain. You need to hop off your bike. You're like, God, this bike is heavy. I don't want to push it up the mountain. I feel you. So if you hold down this button, you get walk assist. And it's powerful, as you can tell. Bike almost took off on me. But what that's going to allow you to do is to walk with the bike, hold down the negative button, and then you can go up your technical terrain, you know, all these crazy rocks and stuff with ease. So pretty awesome right there. Now let me tell you about where I've been using it. So Mike has taken it to some pretty cool trails. I am not as proficient of a mountain biker. I am just an avid backcountry user, and we are at Jones Pass, which is my favorite place in the world here in Colorado. Jones Pass proper is right up there. I took the bike up there with my dog just now. You can probably see my got helmet hair right now. But I'm speechless. I have never had as much fun on a bike, and I really enjoy biking. I enjoy commuting on a bike. I enjoy recreational use of a bike, mountain biking. When fat bikes first came out, I jumped on that. I had 3 of them. I love fat bikes. But I'm truly speechless. I've never had that much fun on a bike as I have on the QuietKat Ibex. And it wasn't just about the fun. It was about where I got to go and about what I can do now. This kind of bike is empowering. Not only is it fun to go on the trails, you know, the fire road right here. There's a trail back yonder. They'll go back into the Vasque Bowl back there, which is really fun area for backcountry skiing and snowboarding. If you don't know who I am yet, after the 1,500 videos on our YouTube channel, and this is your first time meeting me, my name is Sean Sewell. I run Engearment, and I'm a very avid splitboarder. In fact, I wrote the book on splitboarding. That's true. You can look that up. It's on Amazon. And my favorite place to go splitboarding is right there. In fact, I go here so often that they nicknamed it Sean's Run. Kind of a slap in the face the first few times I heard it. So like, you know, I go other places too. I get out. Truth is, I always go to Sean's Run right here because it's beautiful. It's right there. It's a nice safe slope. And so this bike allows me to get up here to do hiking in the summer, and then you know, you can air those tires down and get on some snow, and then it allows me to get back into the Vasque Bowl right there, and not just to go biking, but to do new activities I really hadn't thought about. Like, I enjoy backpacking, you know. I really enjoy camping. Well, right now we are rooftop tent camping, as you can see. Love that thing. Oh, we have detailed reviews on the Free Spirit tents, as well as other rooftop tents. But back to the bike and why it's empowering. This bike now allows me to get farther back into the mountains, explore new terrain. So say I wanted to go for a big hike, and I'll give you a little background story myself. 4 months ago, I broke my foot, and then 3 months ago, I re-broke my foot. So the fact that I'm walking now, I had to have surgery a month ago, is really exciting. I'm really happy to be walking, but I'm not 100% yet. So taking this bike has allowed me to get up to the trail to my advantage, to get farther up the trail than I would be able to on my own 2 feet. And then I can go within my safety up that trail further because this bike has now allowed me to get up there, which I'm really excited about. It's been 4 months since I've been able to actually do anything really active, so this bike has really empowered me to get to go do that. Now, say you are out recreating with your kids or your friends, you can now bring a bigger backpack. You can get a trailer for this bike. You can carry more gear. And I know there's people out there right now are just thinking, oh, that'd be great for hunting too. Yeah, it would be really good for hunting, bow hunting especially. They have camouflage versions of most of their bikes, and now you can go farther back, or you can carry your game out with you, which is just really awesome to your advantage with all that. I can't like rave enough about this bike and what it's allowed me to do, what's allowed our riders when they go test it out, what they can go do. And I'm ecstatic because I still have plenty of battery life left, and I just went up there with my dog. I've never biked with my dog. She loved it because it's actually very quiet. The motor is very, very quiet. It didn't startle her. So I'm overjoyed I got to go bike with her. I'm overjoyed at the experience that this bike has provided. Like I mentioned, only 2 things we've encountered in a month of using and abusing this bike is I popped an inner tube due to my underinflating the tires and hitting a rock, and then I didn't quite understand how to get the top gears adjusted so the chain to stay on. But you know, my neighbor is a bike mechanic, so I just asked him over some beers, and he taught me how to do the 2 screws. And if you know bikes well, you probably know that's a really easy fix, so it's not an issue. Plus, the bike came in a box. I assembled it. I'm not a mechanic, but I can read instructions. I can turn a wrench, and I sure as heck can ride the bike now. So you don't have to have much technical skills. In fact, I think I put the whole thing together with the tools that they provided. They provide a really beefy multi-tool. I'll put a picture of that below. And I really encourage you to check out Mike Oplin's review, because in that review he goes over every part of the bike, how it works, what he thinks about it, how to set it up, all the technical jargon, better than I can talk about it. He also has really cool point of view video. He took a 360 camera, he's bombing down a trail, he's just hauling ass. I'm just talking to you about my experience and how I've used it in this beautiful area in the mountains of Colorado. And a fun fact, QuietKat is actually out of Summit County here in Colorado, so we're really happy to be working with them. And on a very personal level, it's actually a kind of pinch me moment. I have goosebumps right here. You can see it, goosebumps, because I've been wanting to work with QuietKat for about 4 years now. We met them at Outdoor Retailer 2019 or 2019, I believe. We interviewed them. We were really impressed with their lineup, what they're doing, and we're just really wanted to get on their bikes and test them out. And a couple months ago, an opportunity to work together with them popped up, and I can't tell you how happy I am to be able to work with them and test out their stuff, because it is game-changingly awesome. We've done a lot of bike reviews. We've done a lot of e-bike reviews. We've done a lot of fat bike reviews, but none of them are as close to awesome as this. And I'm not paid to say that at all. In fact, I have to send this bike back to them. I wish I could keep it. It's just awesome. But we're just demoing it as I do for media companies. And it's been a joy to use. If you have any questions on it, I'll do my best to answer it. If you have experience with QuietKat and or the Ibex in particular, please share that with our audience. Share that with your fellow outdoor lovers. We want to learn how you use it, what you think about the gear, your experiences over time. We're all trying to learn here and just get out there and put our hard-earned money to the best use possible, to go out and recreate and have fun, wherever that may be. Luckily for us, it's here in Colorado in the mountains. If you want to see more content on QuietKat, you want to see that review from Mike Oplin, you want to see the interview from Outdoor Retailer with QuietKat. If you want to see more content on e-bikes, consider subscribing to our YouTube channel, link below. And I can tell you right now, you're going to want to subscribe, because in the next month we have over 80 reviews coming up and 60 meetings next month with companies that are going to blow your mind. We got Arc'teryx and Patagonia and Smartwool and Cool, just all the companies you want to see. We have interviews set up with them over the next month, as well as gear reviews. So it's truly an honor to get to do these reviews for you, for the audience, and it's really an honor to get to work with QuietKat, because this bike is flipping awesome. Can't recommend it enough. I'm going to put a link below if you do want to purchase it. If you do purchase it, it does support our channel. It doesn't cost any additional money to you. As the great Andrew Huberman would say, it's a zero-cost way to support us. And then also, if you do purchase it, let us know what you think about the bike after you have an ear-to-ear eating grin on your face, because it's a lot of fun. All right, I'll leave you on that, because I'm going to try and beat the sunset right there and get one more lap in with my dog. I'm Sean Sewell, owner and director of Stoke, and until next time, take care.